I would say that this conference, which is very informative, but I can't say it's the most perfect presentation because they need to tell you what to do about it. But first I want to make the case for why this is very real. In 1956, a man named M. King Hubbard figured out the Hubbard curve like this. Okay? And here, when you start pumping in a new oil reserve, you've got a lot of oil, and believe me, we pumped through our supply as fast as we could go. I mean, it was the most profligate use of the most serious treasure you can imagine. So anyway, you pump it up, and there's a lot of oil because it's never been touched before, so it really pours right out. You go up, and then suddenly you're halfway through, because you don't know you're halfway through, because you don't know how much is in there. So you get up to the top, which you don't know is the top until it now is not pushing out as much as it did, even though, you may pump as much as you can. Just imagine a glass of water, you've got a straw in it, okay, you're sucking it out. Well, I said, geez, not so much coming out, So I'll put 2 or 3 more straws in. Is that going to make more stuff in that glass?
Right.
No. But this is the kind of thinking that's going on, where you think that if I pump more or get more rigs, it's all going to be back the way it was. Well, it isn't. We're kind of at a plateau now. Now, at the downside of the supply, and I'm talking about almost all of them, the really big ones. Now, to be sure, we still find oil. There are little pockets here and there, and so you pump it out, but it only it doesn't change the curve because we take out more than we actually discover. So you're in a downward spiral, shall we say? Find it.
Certainly, even though what you're saying, the oil might be there, or we think the oil is there, we need to focus more on alternatives.
Without a doubt. But you see, unfortunately, the media, now, here I was in this, there are 500 people there, Sacramento, the state's capital. There's no major media there, all little ones, like me, I went as media at a press pass, and there was no major one, none. I mean, how big does the subject have to be to get people to pay attention? And each year that I go, because, well, it's a little more serious, it just doesn't go the other way and say, oh, we found a big one. And also this is also discussed a lot, the matter of Anwar. I mean, Governor Palin's been talking a lot about that. McCain doesn't want to do it, she does. That's an interesting scenario. Supposing when you're coming down, so you have tar sands and you have shale and all this stuff. Oh, we can do this. It'll take 20 years, of course, and be horrendously environmentally damaging. Horrendously. It'll just help a little bit, incremental. It doesn't change the direction at all.